Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene. Beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good. Celestial guardians, protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this power exchange and souls released? We are the ethereal, extraterrestrial, divine invasion. King of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Shh. Hey. Don't you start. Lets me know, especially with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, that somebody was attempting to get into your energy who paid a pretty price, a pretty penny to get into your energy because of one of your past lives. And because of what they know that you have come here to do. Somebody that does not want to lose the power they've obtained in this lifetime and possibly other lifetimes. This may be a past life opponent that is continually reincarnated into wealth. But what is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, we are. We are fixing it. Welcome in, Galactic Golden Ohana. I hope y'all are living your most luxurious, lavish life with the beautiful energy you've stepped into and the timeline you've aligned to, not just for yourself, but humanity. Bringing in higher vibrational, higher frequency energy. And we got moves made upon your balance. All right, we really gonna get into this. And I can tell with the way that my throat chakra is going through upgrades that individuals were trying to silence the collective to keep us from further activating others so that they would reclaim their soul energy and step into their North Node life's purpose. So this lets me know that a lot of the powers coming into play here are individuals that have maintained a position of prosperity for lifetimes off of pushing their karma and deflecting their karma onto hundreds, if not thousands or millions of others, while using the energy being poured into them in order to maintain this position. And with us being the divine, extraterrestrial, celestial, ethereal invaders, we have been here, but it was always ordained for us to wake up and ascend to a certain point to where we would be, in a sense, the divine ticking time bombs that would go off when attacked by these elite organizations, societies, and networks, which these individuals had racked up a lot of karma, but had been pushing this karma off onto others for, like I said, lifetimes, centuries. And they had been manipulating masses or manipulating hundreds of individuals or thousands of individuals, masses to hundreds or thousands, in order to siphon their soul essence and soul star to maintain certain positions and reincarnate within certain families. And with those awakening, with the attack on certain time bombs within the collective, that energy that we have alchemized has assisted in awakening others to where they have snatched back their energy, and these individuals have had a return on their energetic investment, which means they have had a return of their karma to its origin. Return to senders are working. And this is mass collective return to senders being done as more and more of us are awakening. And more of these elites are losing power by the minute. They're getting hit with judgment by the minute. Especially because a lot of these individuals were diving into occult practices in order to obtain soul essence and energy. And you guys know where your intention and attention goes, your energy flows. So a lot of us are no longer looking at these celebrities, looking at these politicians, looking at certain individuals that were capitalizing off of mass attention. So balance and movement, they know that you've started a movement and you are maintaining balance as you are moving the collective forward. As you are moving those energetically in connection to you and those energetically being placed upon your path in order to be activated and awakened at a certain time by contact with you, whether physically or energetically. Side channel. Hold on, we'll get into that in a minute. Is detrimental to their position of power, because their position of power is being exchanged with the position of poverty they had attempted to keep you in. Wow, this channel is deep. And the side channel I got is that individuals in a perceived elite status have been monitoring you for a very long time because they knew that this moment was going to be inevitable if you had, we got Ace of Cups in the reverse, if you had reached a certain level in your ascension. Again, they just didn't know the ticking time bomb that you were. why you were placed in a certain position and why attacks seem to have no effect on you. Wow, justice is being served. And this is not just pertaining to a karmic familial unit, you guys. Some of you, if not all of you, have had certain organizations and societies that have maintained control through fear attacking you, only to be left in the same energy that they wanted to have you in. Fear, paranoia, anxiety. Because nothing they're doing to throw you out of balance or rip a position of recognition and a position of authority away from you is working. With Ace of Cups in the reverse, these are individuals that were attacking your faith. We're attacking your connection to the divine and the favor that it has been placed over your life. They also, because of the heavy hitter you are, wanted to keep you from connecting to the right people, because you would have much more of a mass impact with these connections. People are starting to feel and see the truth, just like in the Matrix. They're realizing they have been trapped in a prison they couldn't see, taste, smell, or touch. And with them awakening, they're realizing the illusions that have been placed before them, to where they're snatching their soul energy back and following its calling. No longer staying stuck in a corpse ration, aka corporation, that was further adding. I gotta put it like this, and I know that there are individuals watching me that aren't gonna like the way that I put this, that were further putting those that were seeing them as replaceable in a position of power over them by how they were forfeiting their energy for currents of chi. Inner chi, energy, I-N-N-E-R, chi, C-H-I, energy, inner chi, energy, for currents of chi, currency. Your currents of chi, your energy was being focused on these corporations, corpse rations, and those in charge of them. Therefore, you were exchanging your energy, inner chi, for currents of chi, working in a position that was not your soul's calling. Individuals are waking up to that and are now following where they are being divinely guided. Further awakened, ascending, and advancing into their generational wealth that comes with their ancestral chosen position and their divine, God-ordained chosen position. The sleepers are awake. The stubborn ones may still be having issues, but hard head, soft ass. They're starting to get very uncomfortable in their experience. And this uncomfortability is leading them to seeking answers on why. And you are a massive, massive part of this plan. You have a lot more influence than you see yourself having, or than you really originally knew. A lot of chaos and conflict going on behind the scenes pertaining these individuals, because of the control they no longer have over the masses. Losing control, and it looks like they're losing it to you, especially with the exposure and heartbroken. Ooh, you got a lot of people in their feelings right now because of the way they're being exposed left and right, and the way things are not going in their favor. The way they're deteriorating, and everything they were holding on to that put them in a position of feeling as though they were elite, that they were gods above all, is being stripped from them. Tradition. And we got a karmic fit. What did I just, bro? This is confirmation. This is not just a karmic familial group. Coming out with tradition, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited because this is a big message. These are individuals that kept reincarnating into a wealthy family. Family within one of these elite organizations. It's like 1%er energy. Tradition is long-standing. It's power structures. Individuals that kept reincarnating in a family that, or a lineage that had perceived power. And these lineages, this broken bloodline is being annihilated. I heard eradicated. I was going to say annihilated, eradicated. This is a bloodline that will no longer incarnate or reincarnate into wealth, into power or status. They will be put, if they come back through, they will be put in a position of poverty to learn certain lessons they were attempting to avoid by using other soul energy and essence to maintain this position. 3 of Cups, and for some of you, this is a third party who waged war on you in order to maintain this position because of who they were connected to. This individual is not meant to create a bloodline with a star seed, with a chosen one. So some of you, this individual led you energetically back to all of these organizations and societies because of what they were willing to pay for and what they wanted to hold on to so desperately. This individual, their family may have been, I heard, wealthy. Not may have, their family was wealthy. This is a very entitled, pompous, egotistical energy that wanted to keep you in a cycle of suffering and poverty, so that somebody would not see you as a counterpart or would not see you as a soul connection that was meant to be made in the physical. This individual waged war on you by paying for different praying and paying, Preying, paying to have certain practitioners pray on you. And a pretty penny too, because they wanted your ancient soul, they wanted your energy and essence, which threw these other organizations under the bus. They did not know who you were, not fully. They may have known a past life and the power you held in a past life, but they didn't know the full extent that your soul went through to be here in this moment, holding the power that you do. They were blindsided and they were meant to be. Because again, you are one of the way that they had showed me this, with these networks and these secret societies and these organizations, is that they had harnessed a lot of energy throughout different lifetimes, and within this one as well, where they never expected to forfeit all of this soul energy at once. They had obtained 1,000 soul energy here, 1,000 soul stars here, 1,000 soul stars here, and they had moved throughout this lifetime and other lifetimes doing this. This is a buildup of all souls that have called back their energy because one light worker that they attacked, or a group within the collective they attacked, let off a certain sign. After alchemizing this energy, you as the pillar of light, you let off, they said not a sign, like the bat signal, yes, but a pillar of coded light that others were meant to see and meant to be activated with the soul essence they still had. There were fragments there. There were fragments that these individuals had siphoned. There were fragments that these individuals had bound. Yet the fragments, or the pieces that the vessel still had, was calling back the fragments with this activation, this pillar of light. And it is being snatched back all at once. They said in waves, which is why you're seeing corpse rations, corporations, and individuals in a position of power crumble in waves. Because there are waves of light workers calling their soul back, stepping into their calling, seeking path of enlightenment, advancing and ascending. So there, with the souls that they had acquired, the soul fragments they had acquired, it's kind of giving, y'all know the Skeksis in Dark Crystal, how they would siphon the Gelfling's essence through their face, through their eyes? This is what they were doing with television, tell the vision, with getting your attention and having you subconsciously pour your energy into them by attempting to put on certain shows, certain concerts, really to get your attention, to draw you in, to hypnotize you in a way. I just heard MK Ultra. To keep you in a cycle where you were pouring your energy into things that were not your soul's calling. They said not into things, into individuals and what was attached to them. You were feeding your soul essence, your energy to them. And because you were unaware, even though they were throwing it in your face, you were being blindsided by the matrix. And this is all being called back to you. If you've already done this, you are one of the light workers that have lit off this light pillar. Yes. Yes, they are. And you are about to see this sickness, this soul sickness, this depletion, not only in their lives, but on their physical vessel, because of how it's being called back in waves. And if you haven't, you're going to want to call back your energy, your destiny, from all timelines, lifetimes, dimensions, and realities. Because tell live vision, exactly, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. A lot of us don't even watch the news anymore. A lot of us don't, I don't watch TV. I don't follow any celebrities. I actually have all of them blocked, because why would I watch them? What are they doing that is worth watching? If they are not on this ascended journey, if they are not helping lead the masses, if they are not assisting with this ascension, I'm not giving them any time of day. I'm not going to open my eye gates to some individual that may be attempting to use that to manipulate my energy in their favor. And if you are doing this, you are purifying your essence, your soul energy that has been called back, and you're no longer allowing these individuals to siphon it from you by pouring your attention into what they're doing, which is why some of these individuals are doing outlandish things in order to get attention. This is why they are fear-mongering on the news and attempting to get an emotional reaction, because fear is, it's easier to control you when you are afraid. It is easier to control you with an emotional, a lower vibrational emotional response. And this is why so many of us have been called to keep from allowing our eye gates to lock on to something that is not of our highest vibrational good. Exactly, Monsters Inc., for an example. So with this, some of you had an individual that had been, it's giving handler energy, had been placed in somebody's life in order to make sure they never reached a certain level and enabled their toxicity in order to keep them at a certain level. You are assisting somebody with their awakening to where they're releasing any attachment to an individual that is now targeting you or has been targeting you because of the type of effect you've had on their life and how you have stepped into your calling and your power, and you are further leading individuals out of being blind and out of the darkness, which is further incapacitated. They said not correction, because I was going to say further incapacitating these organizations that this individual may have been a part of, but they said no, not incapacitating, eradicating. King of Staves. This could be the lead, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, of some type of Masonic group, Rosicrucians, whoever this is, they're going through a painful permanent ending for the work they were doing on you and traveling to have done, which led back to this organization. Can't make this shit up. You are wish fulfillment for the world. And watching you obtain wish fulfillment is further inspiring and giving hope to those that were lacking it, which is raising the vibration of the planet and allowing higher frequency beings to come through. Is that kitty cat confirmation? Thank you. Wow, this is a deeper message. They said, it is imperative for all to know that your energy is worth more than anything, any monetary means within this matrix. For all of that is an illusion. Don't get lost in it. Your soul, your energy, is your wealth. There is no amount of money or gold that could be given to you that would equate to what your soul is worth. Exactly. Energy is priceless. And you're helping others realize that. That's why individuals are no longer staying at a 9-to-5 that they hate, and instead actively working on their craft and their soul's calling. A lot of individuals are switching up jobs right now. A lot of light workers are being moved around, and a lot of light workers are connecting to who we are meant to, which is further causing anxiety and fear to those that came up against you because of the changes that are being made. We have individuals in anxiety and fear, and light workers stepping into heaven on earth, bringing heaven on earth and wish fulfillment. Two different energies. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is not going to be everybody's message, but you know if you are a frontline energy, you were chosen for this, and this is why you've come up against everything. This is why everything's been directed towards you in order to put you in a box, to keep you in a box, to imprison you. I heard imprison your, thank you, mind. Thank you. Spirit, beat me right to it. To imprison your mind because of the co-creative abilities you have been ordained with by the Most High, and how you're co-creating this simulation. How you're shifting these individuals out of a position of power entirely and stripping them of any protection they were obtaining from harnessing light worker soul essence. So the more of us that awaken, which is why they're trying to slow down the awakening, the more they start to lose positions of power, power in general, as well as health. Everything is backfiring. What did I just say about health? I just heard they have avoided this fate for lifetimes. This was the lifetime that they couldn't avoid it. You are the prophecy being fulfilled, and they never saw you coming. Not in this way. They thought they had eradicated your bloodline, or at least corrupted it. I heard they thought that they had handled and corrupted you enough that you would never find yourself, your true self. The you that was meant to lead, the you that was meant to awaken, the you that was meant to, before I even flip this card over, change. Disappointment, change the world, about betrayal backfiring with your fertility. Through just a touch, Midas touch. And again, God had this planned. We've talked about this before, where all of your reincarnations are coming into play now. Where you've lived as everything, you've been everything. This is why you can connect with everyone. This is why you understand. This is why even Mama Gaia moves with you. You have been a bird, you have been an ant, you have been a deer, you have been a wolf. You have been the bird that eats the ant. You have been the cat that eats the bird. You have experienced all cycles of life upon this planet. You have lived as every starseed. You have been a Lemurian. You have been an Atlantean. You have been a Syrian. You went through hundreds of thousands of millions of reincarnations for the information that would be needed for this world awakening. And how to, they said, fulfill the prophecy. You had all information necessary to bypass any type of lower vibrational interference that may have occurred. There was always a plan for each and every one of your lives. And the lives that came into play this lifetime, in order to make sure that these individuals would not be able to escape the plan. Correction. Escape judgment. And their judgment is poverty, loss. The things that they are holding on to is the things they must release, because they can no longer harbor anybody else's dharma. They can no longer harbor anybody else's destiny. And a lot of these celebrities were capitalizing off of the sleeper state that you were in. Going to their concerts, watching their videos every single day, keeping up with their social media, while not fulfilling your destiny, which made it easier to take it. Especially while keeping you in a low vibration and pushing a certain agenda to keep you in that low vibration. Whether it was pushing promiscuity, pushing vices, pushing toxic friendships and relationships. This agenda was to keep you not only asleep, but in a vibration where it would be easy to take your destiny because you were not aligned with it. You were actively pouring in your soul essence, your soul star, and your destiny into those you were watching and being inspired by. All while not acting upon what you were put here to do. Exactly, we are this light virus and we are spreading rapidly. The light has come to take back the darkness, take back everything the darkness stole. And the darkness has no pull over this realm, not anymore. Not with this awakening. We are the invasion. They did say there was going to be an extraterrestrial invasion, but we are already here. We are the invasion. The invasion was the awakening that brought us back to ourselves. That brought us back into the light and put us in a position to break out of oppression. These individuals have now been placed in the binding they were keeping over, I heard, keeping over the masses and using the illusions to glamorize them so they would never question their binding. So you would never question the prison you were in. They made it just the right amount of chaotic so that your focus would continuously be elsewhere, and then you would look to them as an escape. All of these individuals were being used as puppets to perpetuate a certain agenda and notion. So again, you wouldn't question your own reality in order to escape the reality you thought was yours, that suffering, that poverty. You would look to them, you would follow their social media, you would go to their concerts, you would watch the news and have an emotional reaction, all to escape the reality you thought that you were bound to. Only to later realize it was these individuals steering the narrative in an attempt to maintain control and use your energy to their benefit. You're going to see a lot of these, individuals lose their fortune, lose their position of recognition, and they're stressed about it. Stressed about the communication they're receiving, about how they are going to take, how the mighty fall. How false kings are falling. I just heard rebel kings. False idols are falling. False idols are being revealed They said not revealed, not just revealed, but exposed in the ways that are their worst nightmare. For their reality is now one that they can't escape. Their judgment is one they cannot escape. So, quick side note. If you are spending your time watching celebrities or watching the news, watching TV and drama shows, and you're spending more time doing that than you are on your purpose, you are pouring your soul energy, your essence, into what you are watching. Focus on what you came here to do, your calling, and do not hold fear upon taking that leap of faith, knowing that all steps will be ordered and it will pay off. Now, I'm not saying all concerts. One of the individuals that I actually advocate for, that I love their energy, is Aniko. And Aniko's tour, I believe, is actually called The Awakening. You can sense out which ones are light workers and which ones are genuinely here to help. Which ones are reciprocating the energy that you're pouring into them in order to assist in your elevation as well as theirs. And Aniko is one of them. You can tell by the way that they pour their soul into their art and the messages they depict within their art. Same thing with XXXTentacion and the way that he manipulated certain frequencies within his albums in order to initiate healing. He specifically did that with the album 17. And he talks about how he spent a long time studying frequencies in order to be able to manipulate them in the benefit of all those that listen to his music. So, like I said, you can tell which ones are attempting to push a certain agenda by the way they make you feel. And you can tell which ones are actually assisting with your ascension by the inspiration you feel from connecting to their energy. We got a Princess Staves out here that's very confused and a Princess of Swords watching you communicate, which lets me know that somebody that was meant to have you under some type of love spell in order to further cause confusion in your life and chaos is sitting here befuddled. They've been manipulated by what they were promised because you're not an easy egg to crack. You got this individual stressed because they may already be experiencing some type of karma for the way that they had been presented to you as an opportunity, but was really an op. Befuddled. That's the word they just channeled to me, you know? With this Princess of Swords over here, this is an individual that's very snarky, very entitled, very arrogant. This individual was seeking out some type of outcome with what they had paid for, and I'm getting that this is the individual that had certain organizations and group thrown under the bus because of how they repeatedly attempted to steal your destiny, to maintain a certain relationship or obtain a certain relationship. It's like I'm psychic or something. Union. To obtain or maintain a certain relationship and a contract with the starseed that is not theirs. They came through as a karmic lesson. This lesson has been learned, and this individual is trying to use divine energy in order to tempt this individual back into a long-standing connection to where this individual profits off of this connection. Seven of Staves here. They're fighting with, could be a Libra. Justice is Libran energy. Or they're fighting Judgment and trying to use your energy to rebalance the scales. This individual is one of the elites you're going to see fall. This is somebody who has a platform. Or this is somebody who was attempting to obtain a certain platform with the connections they thought they had. While your platform is accelerating. If you have one. The recognition you're receiving and the adoration that is as above, so below. The adoration that you have been receiving is going to be amplified. And the fact that I got a little uncomfortable saying that, I know a lot of us may be uncomfortable with having individuals like see our light and compliment it. You have such beautiful energy. You should be a star. Like things like that where you're like, thank you. You know, I'm trying to get in and out of this store. You're going to receive a lot more of that, and it's because of how this has been amplified in your experience. So this is the divine saying, get more comfortable Get accustomed to the way you're being seen, because your light is being revealed in all the ways that it should to activate others. And with those that are drawn to you, they're drawn to your light and energy, and with the way that you were able to act, they said, I was going to say activate, they overrode me and said, the way that you are assisting them in acclimating to this new world order. There are those that have already been activated that are being drawn to you because you have certain codings they're needing for the next level with this Prince of Cups. So get used to being acknowledged. Get used to receiving confirmation as well as compliments from those that you are energetically assisting with their ascension. Prince of Cups here, you are receiving an offer, may come with an apology. Sacrifice in the reverse for an individual that found out, or a group of individuals that found out you cannot be sacrificed. It's almost like they said, thank you. They said this apology is not coming to you. This is an apology to the Most High. This is a repentance for a failed sacrifice. It is too late to apologize. They're seeking forgiveness. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that thought they were going to win at all costs and gain a victory off of manipulating moon cycles. Or an organization, again, you got elites. We've seen this already. This is happening. Let me explain it to you. There are elites and well-known individuals posting about Jesus right now. Turn to Jesus. Go to Jesus. You got individuals posting and talking about God on their social media platforms. These are individuals that are like, oh, we fucked up. I know y'all have been seeing this because I've seen quite a few celebrities, quite a few individuals. I haven't seen their pages specifically, but they will pop up on my Instagram of individuals that have screenshotted and shared it to different profiles of celebrities talking about go to God, go to Yeshua, go to the Most High, because the Most High is here. This has already happened. This is their way of seeking forgiveness by trying to redirect the masses, trying to course correct, trying to fix where they were fucking up. They're now turning towards protecting the masses, protecting those that look up to them because of a failed sacrifice, and this failed sacrifice could have been you. They realized whoever they were attacking, if not you, it was somebody in the collective, because there are, like I said, light workers all over the world that these individuals heavily underestimated, attacked, and then got the backlash of it when you alchemized this. You made them believers, non-believers into believers, and those that were afraid of speaking up and choosing a side, you helped them make that choice by not falling, by not succumbing, by fighting. Your strength has helped, and the fact that these individuals, Spirit said that's the truth, the fact these individuals kept missing an opportunity to make an example out of you, put others in a position to see the truth, that the Most High is here. Yeshua moves through each and every one of us, and that we are not only divinely protected, but strategically divinely placed for this awakening, for this world awakening, and that attacking us was the worst thing they could have possibly done because of the type of soul reclaim that we assisted in with these attacks. And what I mean by soul reclaim is not only reclaiming the fragments of our soul that had been poured into this corruption while we were asleep, but assisting others in doing the same. And this is millions of us doing this. This is millions of us snatching our power back, snatching our souls back, snatching our destiny back, and going, you can't ever have it again. God ordained me to do this. And all of these celebrities are going, oh shit, we are out of energy. Like in Monsters, Inc., when that little container was like, woo, and there was nothing left in it. You are the true star. You are the true leader. These individuals were only using your energy to maintain that position. You are the true billionaire. You are the true millionaire. You are the true generational wealth. You are the true rich spirit. And with millions of us snatching this back, these individuals that were not meant to maintain that position are falling into very severe karmic debt. Very severe karmic debt while you're stepping into blessings, generational wealth. They said not stepping into, activated within you. This was always meant for you. You just had to reclaim it. Nine of Pentacles, living your best life. Babies love you. Animals love you. The world loves you. Mama Gaia shows you through animal totems the love that you are receiving. Also by warming you. You feel the frequency of the unconditional love that the planet is emanating for the healing that you have done here. Not just on yourself, but for this planet. This wealth was always meant to be yours, and any individual that was win at all costs has missed this opportunity to step into this new world alongside us because they refuse to do the healing work. And they have driven themselves into such severe karmic debt that these individuals will never reach certain heights in this lifetime. Never again. Your victory and power is yours for the keeping. You are a ruler to this realm. You have been ordained to be so. The Most High has appointed you as this ruler, as this leader. And you are making very powerful moves here so other light workers can win. So other light workers can have this victory. Have these healthy, unconditionally loving dynamics and the sacred children, for those of you that is for, that they were meant to have. New bloodline. New sacred, ascended bloodline. Some of you were chosen to conceive these very special children. Some of you, this is businesses you're going to be starting with a partner or bringing forth with a partner. And what I mean by bringing forth is bringing your empire together with this individual's. These are a lot of power moves being made with the positions of power that have been open to light workers. So it's not just about romantic dynamics. It's about the type of connections that are going to flourish and further nurture and build upon this new world. And inspire all over the world as well. You may not be seen, but you are seen and you are felt. A lot of changes happening in this moment, and I'll tell you, Mercury retrograde with this blood moon is really going to be brutal backfires for individuals that were attempting to capitalize off the energy before then. Individuals needed a certain outcome before this blood moon and this Mercury retrograde. Not sure exactly why it's so special to these individuals. They said because what was done during a past lunar eclipse is coming to full fruition and full circle now. Some of these individuals attempted to separate you from your soul from your vessel. The past lunar eclipse, and you may have had some type of emotional upheaval during that time. You may have took some losses during that time. You're receiving it all back and then some with what is coming up. This has gone full circle. A past lunar eclipse blood moon ritual that was done is coming full circle. And it's coming with Mercury retrograde in tow. Which is why it's going to be so brutal for these individuals, because it's a snapback, one they haven't experienced before, not like this. Whatever losses you were perceived at taking at that time are coming back 10,000-fold. While these individuals are getting hit with a return 10,000-fold. Again, severe karmic judgment, severe lifetime debt, and it could be on individuals that are well known. That we're trying to keep that. I heard the separation of the sun and moon instead of the bringing of it together, bringing forth of it together. That makes sense. A lunar eclipse. Somebody, for some of you, tried to separate you. Some competition tried to use this lunar eclipse, this past one, you gained wisdom, to separate you from who you were meant to be with. Somebody attempted some type of destiny swap and thought that this succeeded because of the type of effects it had on you. This individual is losing who they attempted to keep from you, and you're gaining this new beginning. You could be Leo. Oh, I said Leo. You could be a Leo. You could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you're not a Leo or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you're standing in strength, your power, as well as standing on business with the truth that you now hold. You cut through the illusions, and you found out during that last, Ace of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to take it up in the upright because it's being balanced out and restored. Or somebody attempted to shift favor upon their life during that time. Again, fortune, somebody spent a fortune on this. Keeping you from being at a certain level or keeping you from being with a certain individual, this is being cleared out. Some of you are it's going to look like an overnight success with what happens after this blood moon. Because of what has been returned to you with the work that you've done and the new alignment that you are in. While stripped from a very impulsive, reckless, immature Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. If they're not a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, this is somebody that's hot-headed. This is somebody that puts on a good face, though. They may look sweet and innocent, but they are far from it. Man or woman. Wow. This is a deeper message. You're really taking down organizations, networks, and societies just by alchemizing this energy and returning the intent and the entities to its origin. And these individuals are getting moted. Because the more of us that do this, the least power they have, the less power they have. Because the only power they held was off of others' energy. I just heard y'all realize that, right? How powerful you are as a unit. You are powerful alone, and they're showing me Bug's life. Just like the grasshoppers were afraid of the ants coming together. You are powerful as an individual, but you are powerful as an awakened unit. Because of how these individuals were capitalizing off of collective mass energy. Exactly, energy vampires. And the worst kind. These are individuals that practiced, they said, dark, satanic, ritualistic. They had dark, satanic, ritualistic practices they would use. They're showing me these parties in order to mass harness energy for glamour, for wealth. They were taking your wealth. They were taking your good looks, even though you didn't know it. These elites, these parties were for more than just celebration. It was celebration of the energy they had received off of casting illusions and luring in those that were unassuming. And the more of us that are awake, the less these individuals are able to recover or recoup. Exactly. Exploiting the masses' innocence and unassuming nature. Because again, they were being used as puppets. When you're going through shit and you're working a job that you hate, and you're like, man, I just want to escape this life, like I want to be a millionaire. Like before you're fully awakened and you realize that currents of chi is energy, you're like, I hate this job, I feel stuck at this job, but it puts food on the table. I hate this relationship, but I'm stuck in this relationship. Like I'm stuck with a shitty, abusive family, but I'm stuck in this house with them. You look at these celebrities or you look at these individuals as an escape because of what they're flexing online. Like, man, look at their life. Their life is so beautiful. Like, man, I wish I had that type of life. You watch these drama shows because it makes you feel better about your life. What is it? Something with the Kardashians or whatever. You watch that shit. You watch drama shows like, what is the other one? Like Bad Girls Club and shit. Because it's like the drama helps you escape, but you don't realize you're pouring your energy into these individuals. The more you watch them, the more energy you're pouring into them. This is what these individuals were capitalizing off of. And then they would do these satanic ritualistic practices to manipulate this timeline and this realm with the energy that has been poured into them. I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, because if you are, you can feel Jupiter return. Your benefits have been restored. This is another reason why these individuals were affecting the youth and doing things to the youth in the way that they were. Because of it's such pure energy. And they were harnessing mass purity off of these individuals, especially if they had been brought up in a certain industry. I heard not their own children, but the children that were brought forth. Oh, God, I'm not getting into it, judgment. The children that were brought forth by their parents as sacrifices to certain industries. Because I'll tell you, the parents of these children that were placed in a position of recognition got a pretty penny. Were offered quite a bit of money to leave these children with certain individuals. Those individuals are also being, they're being persecuted divinely for sacrificing their own children for money. While these individuals that manipulated these children, that later grew into adults with a lot of fucked up trauma that was also being used against them, these children are being restored. These individuals that felt like they lost their soul because of what was done to them are being restored. And some of these individuals are watching you, because some of you have experienced certain trafficking networks growing up. Some of you were within these networks where you remember certain things. And this trauma was triggered to purge, for you to purge, so that this trauma would never keep you in a cycle of being siphoned from and manipulated. They use your hurt against you in order to keep you in a low enough vibration to where you never step into reclaiming your energy, your soul. They keep you broken intentionally. While casting illusion, Spirit said truth. While casting illusions to make you view their life as being better than yours. So that you desire that life and you open yourself up to soul siphoning and binding. Woo, this channel is deep. Y'all, if you're resonating with this, you are a frontliner and you're breaking down these rings, these organizations, these networks, and these societies. Just by not giving up, by alchemizing this energy and returning the intent and the entities to its origin. It's breaking these individuals down rapidly, these power structures down rapidly. And it's building up light workers who have called back their soul, who have called back their destiny. And light workers are now answering the call. They said, waves of light workers that have awakened have stepped into their calling. Even more to come. The invasion is here. Even more to come. Look at this. Lunar eclipse. Massive change. We just talked about this eclipse. Massive change. Something was supposed to be wrong with your mind. Your mind was supposed to be rooted in an old timeline by this time. With this lunar eclipse, you're being guided. Hold on. Slow down the channels. You're being guided to use they said MK Ultra. To use the mental manipulation that was supposed to root your mind in a certain timeline to further shift this realm as the divine revolutionary that you are. Seeing all individual souls freed. And you can see them as orbs flying from darker spaces and back into their vessels. You don't need to envision faces. But the way that I do this is I will literally view dark spots in this world. Which Spirit has showed me the darkest places in this world via the astral. Where I will travel out of my body above Earth, and I will have pinpointed dark areas. If you haven't had this happen, just visualize the darkest places on Earth, like dark spots. You don't need to know where they are, just dark spots on this planet. And visualize golden orbs flying, thousands of them, flying out of these darker places and back to where they're supposed to be. I heard they're following the light grid system that has been illuminated for them to follow. Soul energy being restored and you being placed in a position of power to further activate those who were stubborn sleepers and still pouring their soul energy and essence into the undeserving and the condemned. You're a soul revolutionary. You were chosen for this, and it's a big journey. We got truth about escape. You have escaped. Truth about they said not just you, but when you do this, you are assisting with the light grid system that has been illuminated for others, other souls escaping. Truth about escape and the revolution. You now know the truth they didn't want you to know. How many souls you are freeing and helping escape this soul enslavement binding they had been placed in order to maintain somebody else's reality. Kind of like if you've seen The Matrix and you see all the pods. Instead of being in a pod, you are in a... Best way to put this is you are in a position to where your energy can be siphoned without placing you in a position to notice. So just like in the Matrix where they're in pods and they believe they're in the Matrix is the pod. This simulation is the pod. The 5D is the new world. When you are in the pod, when you are in the Matrix, your energy is being siphoned. And you are moving against your calling by continually doing things that goes against your soul's energy and pouring your soul energy into the energy harvesters, which are the ones that are being used as puppets and the ones seeking an emotional reaction out of you, the ones trying to keep you comfortable, yet in chaos and suffering and limitation and lack in the pod. The simulation is the pod. Communication of return, it is time for an ending and blessings being released because of a sacrifice that backfired. We got a Virgo or a practitioner that got real creative with this recent work being done on you, and it instantly backfired. What they're showing me is the black eyes here. It looks like it's been blinded. You see how this one's in mass distress? It's also giving me drama, the drama masks. Where they were laughing before, there's a lot of distress now because they've been blinded. There are dark intuitive, dark diviners, and dark practitioners that have been blinded and their gifts stripped. They're bound to a hell that they cannot escape. While you've been given these gifts, this is why your intuition is so advanced. This is why your mind moves like ChatGPT, very AI. You get immediate ethereal downloads that put you in a position to further shift this simulation. They said not shift it, break it down for the true world to be seen. They're saying the 5D is the true world. Your eyes are finally open to that, for the simulation was an illusion based on 3D. Based on your physical being. You were moving as a human, not as your soul. 5D energy is you understanding the soul energy and the power it holds. You moving as the spiritual being you are. As above, so below. So the 5Ds, yes, they're experiencing the 3D and what comes with the 3D simulation. And all the timelines they solidified within that 3D simulation. Chaos, suffering, poverty, war, famine, death, disease. While more and more waves are moving through the split into the 5D and up, into what's being brought forth. They said not brought forth, what has already been created, but is being collectively aligned in this timeline. We as a collective are pulling from the 4D what has already been manifested, but it was waiting for collective alignment and advancement. While these individuals will not have access to it because of the fact they're stuck in a 3D timeline. They're stuck in the simulation. I think body and South Node debts with the Sun Spirit. So this also lets me know that you may be going through changes physically, where these individuals attempted to, I heard you are alchemizing death for the most massive rebirth yet. So again, if you're going through changes with your body, you could be losing weight, you could be breaking out, you may not have an appetite at this time. They said you were alchemizing a massive amount of lower vibrational intent, energy and entities directed towards you in order to cause dis-ease, that you are not dis-ease within the physical vessel, that you were not meant to overcome. But this is being aligned for you in a way where this death that you are experiencing will put you in a position to come through this rebirth as the most advanced yet. So yeah, you may be having migraines, headaches, massive purging. They're saying get grounded and allow all to be alchemized and pass. Because these individuals may have been monitoring you and feeling as though what they were seeing was you being dragged back into your South Node, but it's really you preparing to break through that. I was going to say break through this egg into the new, and they corrected me and said, damn, really? They said you are moving through. That's intense. You are moving through all energy that was meant to put you in your South Node and bring war upon you. But it is putting you in a position to be rebirthed again as the most advanced because of the alignment you're in as a divine revolutionary. So now it's a divine war. You are the lead to a divine revolution, a divine war, to where this war energy did not go as planned because of what you've been positioned to do. Which means your energy it's going to be far more respected than it has been before. It's already heavily respected by the ethers, but this is by individuals that don't know you but stumble upon you and instantly are drawn to listening to you. You're gaining more traction with this rebirth, and you're waking more individuals up, and you're gaining more knowledge, far more than you've ever held before. This is why they keep saying far more advanced. You are no longer human. I hope you know that. I mean, you never really have been, but when you were a sleeper, you were moving based on the 3D, and your belief becomes you. So you believed you were just human. Now you know that you are not. And everything is aligning based on that belief of what you know. And it's like you are becoming more, it's like more machine than man. But instead of machine, it's more divine than human. Your crystalline body is going through major upgrades right now. And the vessel is going to be emanating that. So again, give your vessel grace because it is catching up to where your soul is moved to. And the rebirth you're going through. Aries energy, I am. I am the reinvention. Mercury retrograde. I told you it had something to do with this retrograde coming up. You are the reinvention of this realm. And there's something massive happening with this Mercury retrograde as well as this blood moon. I can't make this shit up. Tell me that's not a blood moon right there. With Mercury? Oh yeah. This is going to really pop off in the best way for you. Because of the work that you've done and what you've stepped into. We got Capricorn energy. What is this? I use my genius. Again, advancements. They said crown chakra, advancements intellectually. Far more advanced than these individuals intended. What they directed at you, what they intended to use against you went in your favor, went in your benefit. Again, you're a genius. And this is only adding to your genius. You're going to know a lot more than you should coming out of this rebirth. And you thought you already knew a lot? Just wait. Just wait. We got part of fortune increase. What did I just say? Just wait. There's an increase pertaining your intellectual. They said intellectual and intuitive gift advancement. There's an increase to your genius. You already know a lot. Just wait. Soul. We got soul. I have my soul. Taurus energy, stable. Soul is stabilized. Bulldoze energy as well. Bulldozing through anything that tries to come up against you, your purpose, or destiny swap with you, or take your soul. This also lets me know that individuals thought they had you. But they now know that you have you. And the divine has you. Jupiter abundance. Look at this. Rich spirit. Only getting richer by the day, by the minute. This also lets me know, because Moon Soul is card 2. Taurus I have is card 14. That adds up to 7. Jupiter is card 7. 7, 7 adds up to 14. 1, 4 is 5. Massive changes. There's going to be massive changes pertaining your intuitive abilities, because Moon is also signifying intuition, as well as your financial. They keep cutting me off. I was going to say financial stability. They said your wealth, which is your health, as well as your finances. As well as, yep, peace of mind. There it is. Thank you, Leslie. Yes. Peace of mind. While these individuals have walked right into a death of a peace of mind. Owning this transformation. You are the lead to how this world is meant to transform. You are a frontliner. You are a divine revolutionary. Revolutionary. I don't know why they were trying to put ist. They said celestial scientist. Frontliner, divine revolutionary, as well as celestial scientist. You're bringing new advanced energetic technology to this realm. That goes hard with what they're showing me. Instantly being able to see through. Let me keep that to myself. If that part's for you, you will have these upgrades happen to where you'll understand what they mean if you are one of these celestial scientists, and why you have had these activations and upgrades in the certain way that you have had them. I'm not going to go too deeply into that, because I know there are cross watchers that would love to know what to anticipate, but if that's for you, shit's about to get really, really easy for, I won't say easy. Things are going to be effortless for you to do pertaining to your gifts and what gifts you have. Because of how you're owning this simulation, and how you are an ordained co-creator and architect to this realm, and how you're meant to lead it. So let me just shut up. North Node, life's purpose. It pertains to your life's purpose, why you're here, and what type of ethereal celestial technology and healing you're going to be doing here. So let me just shut up, because I know I got quite a few elite individuals that would love to know what the fuck I'm talking about. What's being brought to this? Yep, we keeping it a mystery. Black Moon Lilith mystery. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says shut up. That's it. If that's for you, you will know because of it being a part of your destiny. And why it's being added, or why you have the information you will be receiving about what to do with what you were getting. We got Aquarius energy, I know. And faith. This is Aquarius is star energy. You could be an Aquarius, but this is where your faith is leading you and what you are meant to do within this position. As a healer, or as an individual that has stepped into a position of recognition and power because of this power exchange. And how your healing is really going to take effect on those that are being led by you. How amplified your energy will be pertaining to your destiny. And we got Sagittarius, I see, and sensing. Individuals are trying to feel you out by watching you, but they can't pinpoint you because all monitoring spirits have gone blind and deaf. They don't know your next move, and they don't know what's coming. Provoking stability. Trying to continuously imbalance you, but they cannot. These individuals can't even break into your world. You're on an entirely different planet, energetically. You are. That just made so much sense. The planetary systems being a chakra system, if we're looking at it and you're in Jupiter energy, you're in abundant energy, rich energy. And if these individuals are attempting to wage war on you, they're in Mars energy, war. Which means technically, energetically, via frequencies, they would be on an entirely different planet. Trying to wage war from Mars while you are on Jupiter. They can't reach you. Not in the way they intended to. What did I just say? They're on Mars. I can't make this shit up. Look at this. We got Mars force. Trying to force a certain outcome, but they on Mars. I cannot make this shit up. Y'all just saw it. Listen, I love Spirit. Thank you, Most High. Fire element. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could also be a Pisces, I believe. And then we got love. So it could be a Pisces, as well as a fire element, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, that have been continually attempting to wage war on you. If this is not a fire sign, this is an organization, a network, or a secret society that were attempting to play on your emotions, attempting to get some type of reaction out of you, whether it was a emotional upheaval pertaining to depression, as well as like Neptune. You guys know Pisces, Neptune energy is about illusions, illusionary, trying to keep you stuck in an illusion, or hot-headedness, wrath. That is That is Satan. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Wrath is Satan, and Leviathan is pride. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus and return it to its origin, summoner, and conjurer for all eternity, while also binding it in the blood of Jesus, because it looks like somebody wanted to have this adhere to you to bring you back down into a South Node energy, or to put you into a reactive state or an illusionary state to where you would be more easily puppeteered and manipulated. And this is not reaching you. You're in a state of unconditional love, 5D energy. Again, on an entirely different planet, Venus. Venus also is pertaining to finances, luxuries, wealth. You're in this energy. Two completely different worlds, because you've healed and you've balanced. And Spirit is saying, remain in this energy no matter what is directed towards you. It can and will always be handled, but also know you were put here to do big things, as well as be the destruction necessary for the new world. Be the destruction. They said, wow, it's necessary trouble, as John Lewis would say. Necessary trouble. It's good trouble. Not, he said good trouble, not necessary trouble, it's good trouble. This is deconstruction for the reconstruction. Destruction and destruction and deconstruction for the reconstruction. So Spirit is saying, brace yourself, balance, and continue to alchemize without losing faith. Because this is what individuals are attacking is, boom, there it is. Your faith in your divine connection to put you in an imbalanced state to where you start to doubt your entire journey as a whole. Thank you. Union Kitty back there talking. So some of you are about to connect. They said you have harmonized inner union within. You have harmonized your inner energies, soul. And you are united individually. You are united within. Which means for those of you this message is for, it is inevitable that you will come into union with an individual who is aligned with the work you have done and who you are. And the reason I say the work you have done is they have also done the healing work in order to rebalance their inner energies. This is not somebody that's coming through to trigger you in unnecessary ways or traumatize you. They have done the work in order to balance their own inner energies, which makes them a compatible counterpart to you. We got Faith and Aquarius. I know Faith. And they know Faith. They know the Most High. So, again, balance, zen, grounding. Maintain your equilibrium and your understanding of why you are currently experiencing a mass amount of energy being directed towards you. It's because what is happening to these individuals that have maintained power and a position of prosperity for lifetimes by manipulating this realm. Manipulating individuals into thinking they were bound to the 3D and lower level timelines so that they could continuously obtain high level frequency blessings and existence and experiences of those whose energy they had siphoned and stolen. Thank you. Confirmation back there. So I'm going to end it right there, you guys. I will see you over on TikTok in about 30 minutes. But if I will not see you over on TikTok, I will see you again Monday. So until then, have an incredible weekend. Remain balanced. Drink your motherfucking water. And remain balanced. With the understanding of the powerful, incredible, co-creative being that you are. For we are the invasion. And remember, you are a lead to the divine revolution. You are a powerhouse. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can destroy that in you. And nobody can siphon it. It is yours. And this is what you were ordained to do at this specific time. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. And remember to stay peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like XXX Tentacion would say, just say, ay. If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car. Vroom, vroom. With your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. So, until next time, I love you guys. Have a blessed weekend if I will not be seeing you over on TikTok in like 30 minutes. So, until the next time I see you. Bye, Ohana. And I love you.